let's move on. So this one, I guess this is good news. It's kind of something we already knew.
Well, it's news. You know, I really wanted to see KHABIB Nurmagomedov go 30-0, but it was just recently announced that KHABIB has officially retired again. You know what I mean?
Right?
It's like, how many times has this guy got to retire?
Dana's like, please, we'll do another dinner in a month.
And I think it's finally finalized when Dana White posts, okay, it's official, 29-0. Thank you, KHABIB Nurmagomedov. And then right after KHABIB retires. And you know what? Shout out to KHABIB, greatest of all time. It's been a pleasure watching all your fights and just how dominant you were. You are obviously a Hall of Famer, duh.
Greatest lightweight of all time or just greatest all time period?
Man, it's
do that debate?
Again.
I know. I've kind of changed
my
mind a little bit on that because I was so like at the time I was like, yeah, KHABIB's the greatest. Like, let's just give it to him. His dad died, blah blah blah. But it's like now it's like, and how many times he defended the title again?
But here, yeah, and I get that. But here's the thing: you have to look at the course of his career. There is no one who's perfected a career quite like KHABIB. So when you look at GOAT, the greatest of all time, you have to go through the course of someone's career. I mean, this guy didn't get knocked down, didn't lose a round, really. I mean, yeah, I guess he did. He did lose a round, but. I guess if that's like what you want to call it.
That's a debatable round in my opinion.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Right, with Conor. It's like
but I mean, if you want to look at the technicality and the debate there, but nonetheless, you look at the course of his career and everything he has done, it is literally the perfect career.
Yeah, Demetrius Johnson is going, am I a fucking joke?
I know.
Am I a joke to you?
Yeah.
13 title defenses in a row or something like that.
I know. And that's, that's the thing too. Like you do kind of have to look at it, and it's kind of hard in this sport, like any other sport, where you go, oh, this is the greatest of all time, because you have the greatest of all times in eras and you have the greatest of all time in weight classes as well, right? In these divisions.
Yeah. And it's hard to argue with the fact like, hey, he's got an O. Name another guy with an O that has done what he has done, and you can't. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a real tough argument to make. I think he's without a doubt top 3 greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Period. It's this GOAT debate just so hard. It's so hard. Like we say every time.
It's an impossible debate because, you can bring up people like Demetrius Johnson. I go, yeah, he's one of the GOATs. You look up John Jones, unquestionably one of the GOATs. So
GSP.
It's like GSP, of course. Yeah, one of the GOATs.
There's too many to name.
Especially for that era. I mean, the way GSP just blew through the welterweight division and then goes up to middleweight and wins that belt. What a career GSP had as well. So, you look at these guys, and I think we can all kind of definitively say they're GOATs in different divisions.
Yeah.
And you can't really say greatest of all time, period, all weight classes. So we kind of just have fun with it, do the whole pound for pound thing. But it is, you can make an argument for any one of these fighters at any time.
You really can.
But we got to talk about the lightweight division.
We got to talk about it. I mean, now that he's gone, I mean, we have a fucking vacant championship fight made.
We do.
And it's going to be in May. We have Chandler versus Oliveira. Was this the fight to make, Mason?
Okay, what a loaded question. Okay, so let me just jump into this real quick. So obviously, Dustin Poirier, I believe, deserved the shot over Michael Chandler against Charles Oliveira. However, Dustin Poirier, according to my understanding, and I think a lot of other people's understanding, he is going to take that Conor McGregor fight because 1, he wanted the money, and 2, he wanted the trilogy, okay? So if Dustin does not feel slighted by this and that he made the decision knowing that he's not fighting for the belt, I'm all on board, okay? Because as long as the fighter doesn't feel like he gets screwed over, because let's be honest here, Dustin Poirier deserves the next shot at the lightweight belt.
Yes.
No questions asked.
Period.
But if he decided to take that 3rd trilogy fight with Conor, then we have to look at that and go, okay, now who are the next 2 best? This is where Justin Gaethje comes into play. Michael Chandler has won 1 fight in the UFC, though very dominant and very impressive, and finished a guy in Dan Hooker that a lot of great fighters have not been able to finish. This is tricky for me. If I was, Sean Shelby and Dana White and I was setting up matchmaking, my ideal matchup would be Dustin versus Charles, but because Dustin's fighting Conor, my next one would be Justin Gaethje versus Charles Oliveira.
Would you be okay with just giving Gaethje the shot even after the loss to KHABIB, I guess? Or should he come back and fight one more time?
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. Everyone's lost. Tell me everyone has lost against KHABIB. Every great lightweight has outside of Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. So I guess maybe that's why they're setting this fight up. Do I hate this fight? Am I pissed off at the UFC for making it? No, of course not.
No,
of course not. This is going to be a great fight, and I think it's a great fight to make. But my question remains: where does Justin Gaethje fit into this now?
Yeah, because I mean, he came out and said that you know what the fuck. I thought I was gonna main event like a fight night with Chandler. He goes, it just blindsided him. He's like, I guess whatever. I guess I'm still training. Who wants it?
Yeah, because he thought he was going to fight May 15th or whatever. And dude, Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje.
Oh my fucking God.
Barn burner that would have been. Are you kidding me?
You know, that's probably, I mean, maybe that's what they got. That's what they got. We were all saying that Conor versus Dustin 3 was going to happen maybe on this pay-per-view. Now it's not happening. So now we have a vacant lightweight title fight. Now maybe Conor versus Dustin July, I'd say is probably the best
international
bet.
Fight Week.
International Fight Week, maybe in front of a crowd, which would be sweet.
That'd be sweet.
It'd be super sweet.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, you know, that's probably happening. I mean, is that too long of a wait for a Dustin next title shot if he gets the win? Or do they do a Justin Gaethje versus the winner of Oliveira and Chandler? They have so many options right now.
Yeah, you know, they
have so many
really
options.
do, man. They really do. And that's kind of the thing. For Justin, I do feel bad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, I just don't know who you give him. I mean, I know this is a different piece of news, but it's obviously not Tony Ferguson, right? So, like, you literally have no one else here on this list. Mm-hmm. Dustin's got to fight against Conor. Charles has got to fight against Michael Chandler. Tony's got to fight against Dariush.
On that same card.
Card.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, Dan Hooker's coming off a loss. Rafael RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos. Mm-hmm. That would be the only matchup.
He wants to fight Islam.
Makhachev, yeah.
And you know, Khabib. Islam gets that fucking win, you know, he's going to be right up in title contention as well.
Exactly. And what did RDA say? He said, hey, I'll make a deal with you, Islam. He goes, I'll fight you, but under the condition that when I beat you, I get Khabib, which I love that. I love that call out. That was such a smart call out on RDA. But you know, RDA, and I am not saying this in the way that the way that I say it. I just don't know how else to phrase it, because RDA is unquestionably a contender. He's not like some vet that's past his prime at all. I do 100%. Not want that to I don't want that to get misinterpreted. But you see all these great champions and all these people who have fought for the belt. You have to go through RDA.
Yeah.
You have to. And I'm not calling him a gatekeeper and saying that he can't fight for a belt, because he absolutely still can. Well, but he is the path to gold.
He's a fantastic measuring stick.
Yes.
To see exactly where you fit into this division.
Yes.
I mean, he's a fantastic fight. It really, you match RDA up against anybody. It's a great fight. I love the guy.